The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 222, Nasdaq's down 44, S&Ps are up 4. Gold contract up 31.40, trading 2,059. You get silver up $1.85, $29.37 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 85 cents, $42.06 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year up 5 ticks right now, 140.03. The 30 up 7 ticks at 181.26 in King Dollar. King Dollar just can't hold price. Down 98 ticks, 93.339. The Euro's at 117. The yen is out here at 105.81, and the British pound is at 130 to 1 U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
Good Monday morning.
Good Monday morning. No doubt.
Right back to positive prices. NASDAQ the one in the negative today, but interesting to see how the week goes, man. So close to record highs on that S&P.
There's no doubt about it, and no doubt about it at all. We take a look at this baby. If we go over, and you'll see on Friday, folks, the NDX as well as the composite, they really had a sideways day. They were down, but it might as well be sideways because the bottom line is that you still, the composite right now is trading at 10,970. The composite has to get back under like the 10,839 to basically get anything going to the downward side. When you take a look at the S&P, bottom line is that, it's creeping every day, man. I mean, the bottom line.
It sure is, and it can't creep much closer, man, now that we're within 50. I mean, how much are we creeping, right? Within a few days, we keep creeping. We're going to be at 3,400.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Right now, you get the cash at 33.58. The high is 33.93. So okay. We'll see where that baby shakes out. Gold, nice. Bottom line is that the gold contract made new highs last week. Came down hard Friday. Bottom line, rejected lower price out here today and wants higher price again. And you get the volume behind this move, man. So it's going to be really intriguing watching this whole thing shake out. Silver. How about silver, Tom?
Yeah, quite a rocket, man.
This is a whole different ball game, folks. Silver's going after $35, folks. Right now, you are at the price point of $29.43. If I bring this up, you're going to see what silver's doing here. I'm going to bring this up on a continuous contract inside the futures market where it ties these contracts together. And when you bring this back, you're going to see that we have already got into the lows of the swing point. The lows of this swing point was $26. We're at 29. The highs of that is $35.45.
Okay.
And, bottom line, it's game. Now, what's so intriguing about silver is that silver is back where it was at the biggest run in 2011. So it's at a high level, man. I mean, this thing is on fire. And of course, it comes right down to the dollar. The dollar. The dollar should have been able to get a good bounce, okay? And the bottom line is that it just can't hold price, which is pretty amazing, actually, because what we've had here, folks, is that the dollar's been going lower on just a one-way streak since June 30th.
Yeah.
And, it's had the shot 2 or 3 times in a row, and, no action. That's the real bottom line, so...
Hey, can we see what's moving the NASDAQ? I know Amazon's trading a little bit lower. Microsoft's trading a little bit lower on the open. That's the only index in the negative.
Absolutely. So let's take a look at it. You got Mercado Libre, that's down 4.3%, $59. You got Zoom is down 3.8, which is $9. You get Dexcom down 3.2, and you got DocuSign off 3.1. Now, that's percentage-wise. If I bring up these movers, we take a look at the movers, you're going to see Amazon's at the top. Amazon's down $25. Booking.com down 10. DocuSign, CMG, what's that? That's Chipotle, right? Yeah, Chipotle. Regeneron. You get some big numbers up here.
Yeah, I mean, Netflix is down 1.2%. Microsoft is down 1.7%. I was just looking, and they're not even showing up there, man, because of the moves across the board on some of those stocks.
No doubt. Let's go to Jose in Lakeland. Hey, Jose, what's going on, brother?
Top of the morning, comrades.
Top of the morning, man.
Tom, how was the Scottish Highlands? Did you have a wee bit of haggis?
I did. It was a beautiful thing, man.
Oh, so great. That's great. So Nova Scotia was great. Cape Cod. Who knows where you went, but it sounds like you had a good time.
It was good. It was good. So,
Tom, this Royal Gold is it's getting exciting today. I bought it last Friday. It was either Thursday or Friday. It tanked like $5. I picked it up then.
Nice.
The call options for September. So we're liking the action. You still looking for a straight line?
Yes. You got action here. So Royal Gold, folks, okay? Royal Gold, right? In fact, this is an ABC up. I had this in the gold report this morning. This is an ABC up to like some outrageous price. You're at 142. Let me just look at this again.
I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think you mentioned 191.
181, 191. Yeah, that's where it's an ABC up to that number. And what you have, this is what's really cool, folks, okay? If you go over to Barrick, what you're going to see, Barrick came out with its numbers this morning. Now, Barrick's up 93 cents. They made money hand over fist, man. He upped his dividend to 14%. Now, that's a good number, but what you want to get out of this, and you know, we've had Mark Bristow on a few times. Mark was the CEO of Rango Resources before being the CEO of Barrick. The key is when you up your dividend like this, he expects he's going to stay up. That's a big deal, man. So,
well, this is the first gold stock I've really heard about having an outstanding earnings report. The others, Newmont was okay, and
that's correct. That's correct, and he always ran Gold like that too. There's no doubt about that. He knows how to not waste money. Let's put it that way. Do you know what I'm saying? But saying. The reason I'm bringing...
I don't care how they go up, as long as they do. I mean, I'm a little worried about the correction that's kind of imminent here. There's no decoupling between the market and gold, so you're going to get a pullback in gold when and if and when the market, the S&P turns down.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. You know, what I like right now is that there's still plenty of people that are nervous in the metals market that are waiting for a pullback, and that's good. Do you know what I mean? There's not a euphoria out here. There's still plenty of folks that think that this has gone way too far, too fast, and that's what you need for it to go further. So
I got you. A lot of skeptics out there. Well, thank God Royal Gold is taking Viagra now. Go, go, go.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
Lots going on Monday morning, man.
There's a lot going on, Tom. And I heard you at the show there with Canopy. So Canopy didn't lose as much as they thought they were going to lose. That's caught a bid. Right?
I know we're about to go into a break. Maybe this will be a perfect teaser, man, because we can get into it. I was going to have you maybe pull up their numbers, break them down on the Bloomberg, see what they got in there, because they're up 12% right now on their numbers. And I know last week the cannabis sector kind of hurt. Canopy brought down, and we're back almost to where we were on Wednesday of last week before that kind of meltdown on some of those weak numbers from the other competitors.
Stay right there, folks. We're going to come back with those cannabis numbers. You get the Dow up 251, Nasdaq's down 34, S&Ps are up 7. Come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 261. You get the Nasdaq off. Dow's up 251. Nasdaq is down 42. S&Ps are up 6.5. And Canopy Growth, Tom. So I get these numbers up here.
Okay.
It looks like so the first quarter adjusted loss was Canadian 92 million. They were looking for 103 million Canadian.
There you go. Yeah.
It's a 30-cent loss Canadian per share for the quarter. They're looking for 370 for the year over year. Net income, 110 million. That's a good number. The estimate was 98 million.
I think that's net revenue.
Yeah.
Not
and
income.
then they reduced headcount 18% this year. Sales and marketing expenses declined to 25%, reflects lower compensation expenses resulting from corporate restructuring actions taken earlier this year, delayed and canceled marketing activities, and reduced travel expenses due to COVID-19. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they just stemmed some of the losses. They did pare some of those expenses and some of the extra costs that they just had to get out of the way as everything kind of slowed down. And it had to do with the medicinal side of things, I think, is where they had medical sales at like 14 million from 15. There's a lot in there, but I think just the core value of not losing as much as the market feared in this type of environment. And it just keeps charging, man. We're now up more than 13%, pushing back on that. And I believe it was Kronos last week. So Kronos came out with their earnings on Thursday, and that stock went from 7 to 550 almost, 560 on Friday, and everything kind of tanked with it. So you got Canopy now basically almost back to where you were prior to that number. We were trading at the low 19s on Wednesday, and we're back at 1877 right now.
Right, and it's showing with Kronos, and we've talked about this, folks, okay? There's going to be winners and losers in a big way in this business, man.
Yes, you know, I would agree.
There's no doubt. And you can see, like, if I bring Kronos up, you're talking about, let's say, the gross for the year, 40 million. And then you go to the other side of this, the gross for this year with cannabis is 430 or 533 million.
So Canopy, their market cap at this price, I just looked at it as you went, it's about $7 billion. Yeah, 6.938. And what is Kronos coming in at? Because that's where you really want to look at, man, you're going to deal with some woes in the next year potentially.
$2 billion.
$2 billion. Still a big number, man.
It is. It definitely is, man. It definitely is. There's no doubt.
But especially you look at those raw revenue numbers, and that's a little. I thought it was going to be less, right? I didn't think that Kronos might just in the moment. Looking at those numbers, so there's a lot of growth priced in when you got a $2 billion company pulling in the type of numbers that they have, Kronos.
No doubt. Now, when you talk market cap, folks, okay, this is about as wild as you get. Look at this market cap right now on Apple.
Man, oh man. What happened to the $1 trillion discussion? We just flew right past it.
There's no doubt. There'll be stories written about this, folks. This is the fastest acceleration from $1 trillion to just about $2 trillion.
We never had a $1 trillion company until what, a year ago, something like that.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the race, right? It was Apple, it was Amazon, Microsoft, Google.
Now, the Apple folks this morning is 1.919 trillion with a T. So, big numbers. Big numbers. And something, that you want to take a look at here, folks. Now, but the bottom line is that I got into this morning, and but this is going to be a heads up. I'm watching the commodity market, and when commodities move, folks, okay, the bottom line, the phosphate stocks can really get some action. And there's not many of them left. So if you take a look at Mosaic, you're going to see last week Mosaic had a big number. And Nutrient, I mean, there's only a few of these, by the way. I think Mosaic has like 75% of the business. Yeah, Mosaic counts for 75% of annual phosphate production and 35% of the potash production. This is in the world, by the way.
Man, oh man.
But if you're a commodity believer, what happens is that, let me show you this chart. So what happens, folks, is that the phosphate companies, you've never seen anything like how they price up product. It's just sick. And so if we go back, you're going to see in 2007? Yeah, 2007, Mosaic went from like $18. By 2008, it was at $159. Then it crashed all the way down to 21 again. Well, when I bring this up, what you're going to see is that, let me get it closer, because it's broken major trend lines here. It just did it last week, too. I got to bring it closer. Let's see. Yeah, so just this is not even saying it goes back to its highs, but you're going to see, you get a major break, from 27, so, and what happens so that the play on that, to me, happens to be that, the dollar's going to go down and all these soft commodities are actually going to go to higher price. And once they do, these phosphate companies, folks, are one of the first ones to raise prices, and they do it dramatically. And, of course, Tom, what ends up happening, all the farmers need the nutrients. It's one of these deals. If you and me are laying down all the foods, right, the bottom line is that it's not like you can... Well, you could probably store these things year over year, but the bottom line is that, as the growing season comes up, they say, hey, guess what? Prices just went up 20%. They went up another 20%. They went up another 20%. And that's what they did the last two commodity runs. I mean, I remember this so well in 2001 and in 2007. They both times. 2001, the difference is that you had a lot of nutrient companies. 2007, they had taken over each other. Now you get basically two of them in the whole world, man. So pretty wild.
Hey, can we jump around to some of the banks, man? I pulled up Bank of America. They're up like more than 2% today. JP Morgan up about 2.1% today. Citi up 1.2%. I mean, all of them getting a nice little pop. Even Wells Fargo up about 0.7% on those banks trading higher. Not sure why exactly, but nice little pop for the banking.
Look at that, man. The JP Morgan, you got and all these banks, what they do have going for them is that swing high, folks, from the 5th of June. So you're coming into one swing high right now from, let's see, I get JP Morgan up right now.
Sure.
And you get the 15th of July. That number is 101. Well, you're at it. And, it's 22 million shares there. So let's just see. Yeah, they're just buying the banks, man.
It is. I mean, what got me started at first, I've been checking out Bank of America a lot just because really that substantial position Buffett put into it, kind of watching how this thing trades with him having such a position, man. And when you pull up that July 15th high, Bank of America, that's not even at $25, and Bank of America is pushing almost 27 already, and the high for them back in that June is 29. So
right.
Bank of America kind of in relation, charging a little higher ahead of those July numbers and up towards June.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
And
And how about Berkshire over the weekend, right? They came out with the earnings. How about a $5 billion buyback? That's always nice for the shares.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line is that that's something that he hasn't done, but he's been doing this year. That's.
I think he's up to like $140 billion in cash or something. So you got to do something.
He's been one of the biggest buyers of his own stock.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow's up by 250. Nasdaq's down 43. S&Ps are up 8. We'll come right back.
Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up by 264. You get the Nasdaq down 48. S&Ps are up 7.5. Let's go look at that Dow, Tom. I think you get Boeing in here. I see Boeing's up 7 points. So there it is.
Yeah.
So Boeing's
that would
putting
make sense, right?
4% into the Dow. Well, actually, we'll look at the point move.
Even bigger, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So, that's interesting. Hold it. No, SPX.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 second.
Wow, that's the S&P even. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so Boeing's putting 48 positive points, Caterpillar 30, Nike 21, Apple 19. The only ones that are down, folks, is that you got Microsoft putting 27 negative points. Let's look at Caterpillar, because when I start talking about, commodities, Caterpillar is another one that would get to catch a real bid. Yeah. Okay, so this is coming up at the highs. Well, the highs for the last 6 months.
It's quite a pop.
Yeah. No, there's no doubt. Let me pull this back a little bit further. Yeah, that's a nice looking chart, actually. Pulls all the way back to where it broke out from. That was in March, got killed, but then you get that high of 173 and it's trading out at 139. So,
jumping around again, we get Lyft earnings this week, Wednesday. So it's interesting. Uber last week, kind of bleak earnings. You traded lower, but you traded so much higher into their numbers. Lyft, which will be interesting. I mean, on Uber's call, it wasn't the U.S. ride-sharing business that caused that stock to trade higher, right? If anything, it was some overseas markets that were returning and their food delivery business. Lyft, very focused on North America, especially no food delivery business. I wonder how they're going to come Wednesday after the bell on their earnings.
No doubt. And, hey, man, that nice option trade on Uber, man, it's pretty cool. You closed it out right before they come out with their numbers, man. That was a good move.
You always want to be reevaluating any position you're in, right? I mean, we were fortunate. I think we got into Uber with an option trade on maybe the 29th of July, if I'm thinking. We're in it in a long-term portfolio, too, I'll say. I'm a bull on Uber, man. And the run-up you had from 29 and change on the last Friday, talking about 9 days ago now, the previous.
Up to 34.
Up to
34.79, right? Yeah.
32. No, you're right. Yeah. What is the high? Why am I?
34.79. That was the day you got out.
Yeah. What am I showing? Yeah, my chart's reacting a little bit weird. I'm not sure why it's not showing what it shows. But anytime you get a 15, 16% run and you're in an option ahead of earnings, evaluate your risk reward, man, because the dynamics had changed completely. I ended up being the person risking more than you could make, collecting
3 to 2,
premium.
right? When I was reading the newsletter, that was pretty cool how you did that, because it was 3 to 2 then, right? $3 for $2. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Versus when you get in, right? Yeah.
If you want to make that trade, that's great. But 16% up on a run coming into earnings, and to be selling the volatility when you're getting the number, just not what I wanted to do, and it did trade lower. So.
Sweet.
Yeah. That's what it was. I apologize. I had Lyft in front of me, man. That's why I was lost on what my chart was showing. So there we go. There's a bigger acceleration. You get into it, it runs up to that 34 and change, and pulls back.
It's going to be just watching. I'm trying to figure. Well, let's go to Amazon first, because the big story on Amazon, folks. It's Amazon and Simon Property. Okay, so. SPG, I think Simon is. Let's just see what they're doing today.
The world's moving pretty quick and how things are changing, man.
It is. And Simon Property, so Simon's up $4.25 this morning. And Simon Property, folks, is the largest owner of malls in the world. You're talking about big numbers, a $20 billion market cap. They were having trouble even before this. I mean, this year they're taking in $4.6 billion. 5 years ago, $5.4 billion. What the story is, though, is that Amazon, bottom line, is talking to them about basically changing the mall structure and making those warehouses, distribution centers.
Yeah, I don't know how that plays out in terms of, isn't that space best tailored to capitalize off of foot traffic in other stores?
For sure.
So if you take
it's a dramatic change in the cash flow of the real estate. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
The good news for Simon is they got someone.
Listen, and that's where I was going to get to, right? It's a recalibration of what that land is worth. And they're saying, listen, we can't sell. And they're really focusing on JCPenney and Sears, right? Those are the two places that they're looking at. And they're saying, listen, I know it's not the best use of space. We're not going to be able to get the rates that we used to get on tenants that we're able to capitalize on the foot traffic, but we can't get anybody right now. So that's probably the analysis.
When I saw that, I was thinking, Tom, what they should do is that they should take the mall, right? And then if they make it all glass, and then you could basically, people can come up and watch how Amazon moves everything around. That'd be pretty cool.
Reality TV is quite a draw, right? Nothing like reality TV and live. Listen, it's all of that's on the table, which is pretty cool. I mean, I would love to be a fly on the wall in some of the strategy sessions of the high-level Amazon execs thinking about how they could best capitalize, because you're right. When you're right next to all that foot traffic, there's got to be a way that you can capitalize on that space beyond just having a warehouse completely closed off.
There is.
Right?
I mean, I think I don't know how many times I'd go, but I would love to be able to look from the outside looking in, watching that move. That'd be like, the biggest train set in the world, man. Everything's going, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some of the documentaries, and literally, some of the points made by some of the workers, man, it is so intense working in there because the speed of the operations of what you're doing, if you're on that packing line, some of the people that are on that packing line, the numbers that they're putting out, folding those boxes, it is remarkable, the acceleration that they have in terms of the speed that they pack at. So, I imagine people would love to take a peek on that in real time.
Totally. Let's go take a look at Nike for one of the Tigers in one of the trading rooms out here. So you get Nike right now up 343. You're going after a swing high of, you just did it. This is strong, man. This is strong. Yeah, this is going to be another ABC up. What a trip this is. Okay, so let's see. You got 104.69 of ballpark this. You got 84. So you get 20, let's say $19 because it's 69. 19 is going to get you, 112. Let me see what's at 112 here. And then the highs, it's interesting, the high's 101, 105.62. You should have taken that out today, too. Yeah, Nike looks to me like he's still got higher price coming out of you, man. There's the winners and losers in this whole deal, meaning as this shakes out, it's going to be pretty dramatic. It's,
Yeah.
And even we can talk about those numbers. When I was listening, those unemployment numbers last week, when I look at those unemployment numbers, they seem soft to me, man. I go by just thousands of stores that are closed. It's like, okay, man, were they never counted in the first place? All these people that were working? It's like, Dow is up 266 to get the Nasdaq down 59. S&Ps are up 6. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 250. Nasdaq's down 68. S&Ps are up 4. And good old Kodak, Tom.
And Kodak's down 30%.
And this is the sad part, folks, okay? The bottom line with Kodak is that you opened at $8.90. You went to $8.50. You're trading $10.35. So...
And why are you trading at $10 if it was trading at $2 before all of this happened? And the news comes out that it might not happen. Exactly.
And that's the saddest part in a huge way, folks, because what you have here is that you have people that are still buying it. They're in the casino. There's no two ways about that.
That is for
and
sure.
I can tell you a story. So, I was on vacation last week, of course. So I'm doing the newsletters and, I'm outside doing the newsletter in the morning. I get someone behind me looking at me and husband and wife. Bottom line is that all these stories you read about, folks, are true, meaning that some people that have never been in the marketplace are coming in the marketplace, and let me tell you something, they're losing money hand over fist. And it's like so crazy, man, because they had both said to me, well, I just bought this. So picture this. These people are only about 5 years younger than me, hadn't been in the marketplace, got stuck at home, decided that, okay, they're going to start trading, and they have some dollars, okay? The bottom line is that it's like, some days they lose 5,000, sometimes they make 2,000, but they say all in all. I asked both of them all in all. I says, well, since March, where are you? Well, I'm down 10,000. The other guy was it was a husband and wife. They were separate accounts. But the bottom line, what I got out of it more than anything, I'm saying to myself, man, this is intense because, people are gambling in a big way.
Sure.
And it's everywhere, folks, meaning that's not an anomaly because when you first start in the marketplace, that's what does happen. The shame of it is getting stocks that I think you don't ever have a chance of coming back. I mean, if you buy, like a good stock and it's down 50%, well, guess what? You can maybe wait 3 or 4 years and you're going to get your money back. If you buy a penny stock, you know what I'm saying?
I was just saying I can pull up a ton of those that you already made it back plus some, right?
Yeah,
Because
that's
they're
right. And then it doesn't happen.
And they went into like crazy negative territory, and they're back in a big way. So to get into the fundamental details of it, man, you have a federal agency, the U.S. International Development Finance Corporation, said in a tweet Friday after the close, on July 28th, we signed a letter of interest with Kodak. Recent allegations of wrongdoing raise serious concerns. We will not proceed any further unless these allegations are cleared. Well, folks,
they're not going to be cleared, right?
Yeah, if you look at the raw data, right? I mean, there's Monday before the news comes out, 1.645 million shares traded. You go from 213 to 265. Every other day before this, 74,000 shares traded, 80,000, 52,000, 100,000, 117, and then of course you get 276 million, 284 million. That 1.6 million, they're not going to be cleared. Something happened.
And not only that, listen, there's plenty of companies in the generic business, man. They're not in the generic drug business, man. That was an inside deal, and it will come out. It's gonna, because now
and it doesn't just have to do with the Monday trading, right? What it also has to do with is the executives.
How did they get there? Yeah.
Getting monster shares the day before it happened, man.
Yeah.
You had, it's too much to go into, man. But the executives got huge shares literally the day before the news, so that's going to get looked into, let alone the insider trading that was definitely going on the Monday beforehand, how all that news got out. It stinks all over the place, man. So be aware that, trading at 10.51 when the stock, if this falls through, is right back to $2 in a heartbeat. You better have your ducks in order, man, because that's a risky one.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. It's pretty intense.
You take a tiny option trade or something. You buy 100 shares or you buy 10 shares, man, for $100. Okay, but be wary because there's a high probability the stock's back at $2 within weeks, if not days.
There's no doubt.
Yeah. Hey, so how about all the stuff going on with China that the market seems to not even care about over the weekend?
They shake it off. Yeah.
You got sanctions on U.S. senators, among many others, right? And then you have in Hong Kong, man, really clamping down starting on media, arresting one of the biggest media tycoons over there with the pro-democracy publication, using that new law that they put into place. Not good, man.
Yeah, then that new law, Hong Kong might as well be China now. That's the bottom line. And it's that cut and dried, folks, okay?
There's a lot I disagree with this administration, but straight out, man, Pompeo, and I disagree with a lot of what he says, man, but he came out and he said that's it, overnight. Hong Kong doesn't exist anymore in the facility that it once did.
There's no doubt.
That's the truth, for sure.
There's no doubt. And it's a quick roll.
Overnight, new laws, that's it. China owns the place, done.
Right.
Yeah.
The thing that's intriguing, intriguing is probably the wrong word, is that putting the sanctions on Cruz and Rubio and
along with others.
It's like, I guess they didn't decide to put the sanctions on just high administration officials versus the
we sanctioned somebody's 11 people on Friday. So they're coming back and sanctioning as well. And usually it works its way up. I mean, some of the most powerful Republican sitting senators out there, though, so you don't get much higher in terms of going straight after the White House.
After the senators, there's no doubt about that. The sad part is that it's a big deal, and I think we're only at the beginning of it. So the people that are in Hong Kong, if you're familiar with it, folks, okay, they knew that when you're going into the mainland versus coming back, it's a big deal. And when you're going into the mainland, you better watch your P's and Q's versus coming back to Hong Kong. I mean,
you had a level of democracy in Hong Kong, self-control that basically vanished overnight.
Yeah.
And maybe not overnight. It's exaggerating, being a little sensational, but it was pretty short-lived, man.
Right. Well, and the thing that's going to be wild is that the bottom line is that they want Taiwan back too. Now that would be a monster, but guess what? If we've ever just even said 20 years ago that the Hong Kong deal won't last, I believe it was supposed to be the 50-year deal. I thought that was kind of weird anyway. But if it wasn't going to last,
2047 is the exact year, so 27 years from right now.
And there goes those 27 years, man.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty intense, man.
It is, man. Hey, we get AMAT earnings, I think it's Thursday after the bell this week. Should be interesting. Some of those chip stocks, the volatility we've had, man. AMAT almost back to those pre-COVID levels of $69. We're trading about 64. That'll be one of the biggest stocks. We've gotten a lot of earnings, man. We're pretty far through the S&P, and it's been a pretty solid earnings season when you look at least the estimates, right? Dramatic losses year over year, of course, but in terms of what the market was looking for, pretty strong numbers through and through, man, across the board in the S&P.
Yeah. And this is where the pluses and minuses come in a monster way. It's like, okay, and where is the cash going? And the companies that aren't making any cash, are they going to be able to stay alive,
Sure.
Dow right now up 194. Nasdaq is Nasdaq's getting hit here, man. You get
what happened to the S&P? We're negative.
Yeah. Nasdaq down 126. S&P's off 7. We'll come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as,
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Bam!
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the market, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 190, Nasdaq's down 126, S&Ps are off 6.5. So let's take a look at this from my man Duncan Steve. This is CX, okay, Siemens.
Siemens, yeah.
So you're trading
cement, right? Concrete. That's a Cemex cement. Go for it.
Yep, big time. The low out here is 155. The high is 437. You're at 338. Okay, so 6 million, 11. Yeah, you got an ABC up, man. 1 second. Hold. So you got 315B, 185. So what's that? $1.25, right?
Like $1.30. Yep.
$1.30. So that gets you 375. You're at 380, 338, 375. But this thing took the B point out, and then you had the acceleration up again. Yeah. So you get a few more bucks in it. There's no doubt. Remember this thing, man. This is like remember the debt ratio, because. And this is like sick because their revenue, folks, look at this. They take in $12 billion, man.
Right, and they're a $5 billion company,
exactly,
right?
man.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. But listen, they're still alive and
sheets.
kicking, man. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, quite the turnaround from some of those. Some of the stocks, when I thought about it, you see, some of these stocks, they really rebound. Some of the ones, man, L Brands today, I only saw up 5.3%, man. This stock between Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret, right? But you talk about collapsing. Now, I got it on a weekly. You go from 25 to 8, and now we're at 27, which is crazy. And the other one, man, Restoration Hardware, another Buffett company. You go from 240 down to 80, 73, and we're at 310. Amazing moves, man.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. We got Think of Swim coming up next. Then I'm Mr. Balzer Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave. Wait, I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Look at him, folks.